This pattern is going to be very similar to the pattern that I did that's just called Falling Leaves. The only difference is that we are going to be doing 2 leaf patterns connecting together instead of just one on its own. But other than that, it's almost exactly like the Falling Leaves pattern. And for this pattern sample, I am using Lion Brand 24/7 cotton, which is a mercerized cotton. It's a little bit thicker than a normal cotton yarn. It's a little bit stiffer. And I'm going to make a slip knot, and I'm going to chain 37. You can chain any multiple of 4 plus 5, which is the same base pattern for the Falling Leaves pattern. And that is our foundation chain. For row 1, starting in the 3rd chain from the hook, I'm going to put a double crochet in every stitch, and I'm going to go in the back bump. You don't have to go in the back bump. This is just how I start all of my projects. It gives it a nice tight first row so that it doesn't stretch. Just continue making a double crochet in every stitch. That's the end of row 1. For row 2, chain 2, turn your work. I'm just going to move that tail up to the top of my row so it's easier to weave in when I crochet. For row 2, it's going to be double crochet in 3 stitches. Next is 2 leaf stitches together, starting in the 3rd double crochet from row 1. So we're going to yarn over, insert behind that double crochet post, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops. Yarn over, go behind the post again, yarn over, pull through. You now have 5 loops. Yarn over, go through all but 1. That's the first leaf. We're going to stop right there, yarn over, skip the next double crochet, and then behind the next double crochet after that, insert your hook behind that post, yarn over, pull through. You have 4 loops. yarn over, go behind that post again, yarn over, pull through. You should now have 6 loops. Yarn over, go through all but 2. You have 3 loops, yarn over, go through the last 3 loops. And that is connecting 2 leaf stitches together, so you only have 1 loop at the top. And then we're going to go to the next stitch. Make sure that you're not doing the one that looks like it's the next in the row, because that's where your leaf stitches were. So do a double crochet in the next 3 after that. So you're not actually skipping a stitch, because you do have your 2 leaf stitches together that give you that chain at the top. But if you look at the back of it, it looks like you're skipping a stitch. And then you're just going to repeat that pattern of double crochet in 3 and 2 leaf stitches together. And if you're looking at the double crochets in row 1, you're going to have 1 double crochet in between your leaf stitches. And now I'm going to end with 3 double crochets. And that is the end of row 2. For row 3, chain 2, turn your work, and do a double crochet in all stitches. That's the end of row 3. For row 4, chain 2, turn your work, Put a double crochet in the first stitch. And then the 2 leaves together is going to start in the first double crochet and end in the 3rd double crochet. And then that next stitch is the one that you skip, and then you go to the next one. So do 2 leaf together. And then double crochet in 3. Make sure you're skipping that one that you used for your 2 leaf. And then we're going to repeat the pattern of 2 leaf together and double crochet in 3 until you get to the end. And your 2 leaves together should be positioned in the center of those leaf from the previous rows. So it looks like they're staggered. And then you're going to just keep repeating that. When you get to the end of that row, after you complete your 2 leaf together, you see there's 2 stitches left. One of those stitches is for the 2 leaf. And then the very last stitch is going to be a double crochet. So each of the times that you do rows with leaf stitches in them, you will start and end the row the same way. So because this row started with double crochet in 1 stitch, that's the way we're going to end it. And that's the end of row 4, and also the end of our pattern that we'll be repeating. So for the rest of the project, just repeat rows 1 through 4. And remember, the way that you start each row, as far as the rows 2 and 4, which have the leaf patterns in them, if you start the row with 3 double crochet, then you end the row with 3 double crochet. If you start the row with 1, then you end the row with 1. And that's what keeps the 2 leaf together staggered around the rows. I'm going to end this row with a slip stitch. It isn't really part of the pattern, but I do think that it makes this stitch have a similar look to the end as the beginning. If you end it with just the row 4, which is the leaf stitches, then it doesn't have a very straight edge across the top. So that's the reason I'm doing the slip stitch. And then I'm just going to tie a knot at the end and weave my tail in, and that's it.